Here are my top 12 altcoins that I'm buying right now because guess what? We just had a huge market crash today in the last 24 hours. So all these coins really could do a 10x from today by the end of the year. This is the history of my portfolio, right? It was cooking. Look at this dump right here. This is a massive, massive dump happening right now. I lost about 20% of my entire portfolio in the last 24 hours. And you might be like, well, Matt, how are you so excited and happy and okay with this? I personally know how this stuff works. I've been in the crypto space for about 5 years. If you're new here, you're probably freaking out right now. But guess what? This is normal behavior. But let's look at some coins we can buy while these prices are dropping right now to get in on some potentially really good deals by the time that the year ends. Keep in mind, all these charts are going to look really ugly because, like I said, everything's dumping right as I'm recording this. So keep that in mind. But the flip side is all these coins are now on sale. They're all on sale from where we wanted to buy them previously before I planned to make the video, and now they're even cheaper. So the first one is Solana. You guys probably have heard of Solana. Many of you probably own Solana. Right now, Solana is where a lot of the meme coins are being traded. This thing's absolutely ripped over the last year. It was down at $20, went all the way up to $220 at the peak, and now it's back to $150. I think if this thing pulls back into the $140 range, it is a screaming buy. I could see this one going up to $700, maybe even $800 to $1,000 by the end of this year or early next year. I think this one's going to do stupid well over the next, 2 years, especially, and into the future because everyone's using Solana to trade meme coins right now. The reason is because Ethereum's become so expensive, and unless you're using an L2 on Ethereum, it's just too expensive to trade meme coins. So if you want to check out all the meme coins I'm trading, a lot of them on this video right up here are actually on Solana because it's much cheaper to transact and it's a pretty user-friendly chain overall, I would say. The only issue we've had with Solana lately is that there's so many transactions that the network's being really congested and a lot of the transactions haven't gone through because so many people are now trying to use it. Like I said, I think buying this in $140 range, anywhere in there is a buy for me. Definitely going to pick up more Solana. I already have a very good amount of Solana, but I think it should be somewhere in your top holdings of your portfolio. At least for me it is. That's my opinion. It has over $80 billion fully diluted market cap, so it's not like it's a small product that's super high risk. It definitely is here to stay. It may even get an ETF at some point. If the Ethereum ETF comes through, I could see Solana getting its own ETF, and that will completely legitimize this chain. So I think this one's really a safer pick, but also one that you could see really great upside with still. The next coin is Avalanche, and my lord, this thing's down almost 20% on the day. This thing's absolutely tanked. It was at $46 yesterday, now it's at $38. The reason I like Avalanche so much is because a lot of games are building on Avalanche. A lot of Web3 games are choosing Avalanche as their chain to build on top of, and Amazon has also partnered with Avalanche, so I could really see Avalanche becoming like the proxy gaming network, the gaming blockchain. It's much smaller than Solana, right? It's at 14 billion, so it's not small by any means, and it's fully diluted. It's almost 30 billion, so about half of the supply has come out so far. I do think Avalanche is another one you should have in your portfolio. It's not as widely used by most people yet. It's definitely newer. And I think it'll take probably another couple years before this thing really becomes super mainstream. But because so many games are building on Avalanche, I really do believe that this one is one you should also have in your portfolio. You can see right here, I don't have a ton of it. I have about $1,000. Now, obviously it was worth more yesterday, but now it's worth $1,000. I would like to get more, and I've been waiting for this thing to pull back to buy some. And I think this is the first time it's pulled back in months to this level right here. So this is actually, for me, finally a time I could go and buy more because I do want to have more in my portfolio. It just hasn't had a good opportunity because it's just been sitting around $40, $50, but now that it's under 40, I could see this being another good buy. This one I can absolutely see getting to $40, $50 billion market cap by the end of the cycle, so it could do a 3 to 5x from here. I think that's totally within reason. The next coin on my list is Chainlink, and as you'll see over here, I have a significant amount of more Chainlink than I do of Avalanche. I think Chainlink is the underrated dark horse of the entire crypto market. Chainlink is an oracle, meaning that it validates all the prices for other blockchains and provides that information across all of crypto. And this thing actually is going to integrate into the mainstream with CCIP. I'm not going to get into the weeds of what CCIP is or how it works, but this is a project that is probably the most legitimate outside of Bitcoin, in my opinion. If I had to rank them, I'd say Bitcoin 1, Ethereum 2, Chainlink 3 in importance to the crypto economy. This thing is so undervalued, in my opinion. There is so much technical savviness here that is just going to make things work, and it's going to potentially change the entire traditional economy with CCIP. I don't think this one's a flashy play. I don't think this one's one that people love to buy or talk about often. It certainly doesn't have culture. It certainly doesn't have memes. It certainly doesn't have like all these different things you can do with NFTs and whatnot. It's just a staple of the backbone of blockchain. That's what it is. And for that reason, I want to have a lot of exposure to it. So I do have $14,000 here. Obviously, this one also has tanked. It's almost 20% in the last day. It was at $18. It has been at $17, $18 for quite some time. You can see here, it's been, it got up to this $12, $15 range, then pumped up to like $20 to $18 to $20 range and has been there since February. But now it's coming back down and revisiting this $15 range. So I might add more here. My average buy price is very low. It's like $6. This one last cycle got to $50. I don't think there's any reason this can't go to $120 this cycle. Absolutely could do a 10x from here. I totally think that's within reason. The question is whether or not the narrative will pick up for Chainlink this cycle, as in the next couple years, or if it'll take longer before things really start to kick in. That's the question mark we have. This for me is a super long-term hold. Very, very confident in what's going on here. And this one's absolutely not like a throw money at the wall and see what happens kind of thing. Even though it's a smaller market cap, it's 8 billion. It's number 16 overall based on market cap. This is just one, to me, it's a staple of a portfolio. You have to have it. Another portfolio staple is Polygon, which is one of the first and one of the biggest L2s on Ethereum. I haven't heard a lot about Polygon lately, and they are supposed to be changing to Polygon 2.0, where they're going to have their ticker symbol change, or they're going to reissue the tokens with a new contract. Haven't seen that happen yet, and I haven't heard a lot of buzz about Polygon either, but that's probably because there's a bunch of new chains like Blast and Base and Optimism and Arbitrum, all these L2s coming out for Ethereum right now that have airdrops related to them. That's why they're getting all the buzz in the culture. But Polygon is a staple. It's just another staple you have to have in a portfolio, and I don't see any reason. It went to $3 last cycle. I think this cycle could easily get to $10, and that's well over a 10x from right here, right now. I don't think it's done well lately, right? It's obviously been kind of flat for a while. Not necessarily flat per se. I mean, obviously there's some pretty big jumps in here, but overall, it's been not performing as well as other tokens have in the last 6 months, right? It hasn't run like crazy, but that usually presents an opportunity for us to buy things that could run like crazy in the future if we believe in them. And this is one of those tokens for me. I think this one's not going anywhere. I think it's a staple of the Ethereum ecosystem, and it is basically fully diluted. So what you see is what you get. It's a $7 billion market cap. It could go to $70 billion market cap. Sounds crazy right now, but in the peak of the bull, I really think that this could do a 10x from right here. It would be crazy. It sounds crazy. It feels crazy in this video, but we did a video 3 months ago where I said WIF could do a 10x, and it did a 25x in 3 months. Crazy things happen in crypto, and I don't see any reason why the craziest thing of 10x here couldn't be possible. The next coin is another L2 on Ethereum. It's Arbitrum, much newer coin. This one launched in April of last year, so it's almost 1 year old right now. And you can see where it launched is actually higher than where it is now. It's below its all-time high by a lot. Obviously, went up to $2.25 earlier in this year, and it has come back down to earth, which is why I'm again like, if you believe in Ethereum, if you believe in L2s on Ethereum, Arbitrum is probably the second biggest L2 on Ethereum, only behind Polygon in terms of market cap. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure it might be a little lower now because it's just dropped massively in the last 7 days. It's down, 22%. In the last day, it's down 21%. So this is a buy opportunity for me. I think I've bought most of mine around $1, so we're back to where I bought it at. It feels like the bull market's already gone crazy, but some of these coins you're going to see are actually not far off where they started this run. So they could present really good buying opportunities, right? If it just goes back to its a local all-time high, we're looking at over a 2x, which is crazy gains for any standard. But I do think this one could also do 5 to 6, 7x. But 10 billion market cap from right here would be a 5x, a little less than a 5x. So I don't see any reason why that's not possible with L2s needing to be a thing on Ethereum, because Ethereum is just too expensive to transact on otherwise. This one's another play that I have, you can see I have $3,000 worth of it right now. Probably will add more here as well. Render is the next token, and this is the first one to me that has stupid high potential because of the AI narrative. You can see here, I actually have $20,000 worth of Render. It was worth $30,000 about a month ago when things were peaking out. It was at $13, so it's almost 50% off of its all-time highs right now. This thing's absolutely volatile as heck. That's what's going to happen with these smaller cap coins. The farther we go on this list, the more volatile they're going to be. But with the AI narrative and the fact that we haven't seen the peak for AI in crypto whatsoever, this one, I feel like, really could run to stupid numbers. It could do numbers that don't make sense, where the valuation of it is just absurd, but that's where we get to in frothy bull market, peak euphoria. So I don't want to like pump my bags too hard here, but I do think this one could do a 10x from here as well. A $20 billion market cap. I think one of the top AI tokens, and this is number 2 overall, number 3 overall based on market cap size for the AI tokens. One of them is going to get to a $30, $40, $50 billion market cap. It's going to happen. You saw Nvidia hit $1 trillion, and it's the leading AI company in the stock market. I don't see any reason why a $20 billion market cap, $30 billion market cap for the leading crypto token for AI isn't possible this cycle within the next 1 to 2 years. It may seem ridiculous. It does seem ridiculous to say that right now. But I think it's fully possible, and I have put my money where my mouth is on terms of render. I bought this mostly at $3 and $4, so I'm still way up, even with this huge drop off. 20% in the last 7 days, 16% in the last day. It's definitely come down since that $13 mark. It was up way more, but I still think this is a place that I'd be willing to buy right now. I have a lot already, so I may not buy any more because, again, I got in around $4 on average, so it's a lot better than where it is now. But this is a huge discount. If you wanted to buy Render and you're looking at it at $13, this is 50% off. So this is one I definitely look at. This is probably the best AI coin in my opinion. This one and the next one, the next token I have up here, which is Fetch. These are the top 2 picks I have for AI. Fetch, you can see I also have a very healthy amount of Fetch. It has grown significantly. I invested in this one also very early, so I'm way up. I didn't put $20,000 in. I probably put $3,000 in, and this is way, way, way up. I invested in this one a lot back in July of last year, so at 22 cents, I invested a lot into this one. And you can see it's up 10x from there, even with these last 7 days being down 20%. At the peak here at $3, it was up, I guess that's 15x or so. Even though it's up 15x, it's a $1.8 billion market cap. If this does a 10x from here, it's $18 billion. This is also one of the top AI coins. I don't know which one's gonna be the one that hit the 20 billion, 30 billion market cap, but any one of these could be that coin. They have the reach, they have the status, and the narrative is really all they need to pump them to disgusting numbers past what they should be worth, to be clear, but they could do 10x's from here. All these could do 10x's from here, even with how hard they've pumped. So I don't think I'll be buying this one just yet. It's down, like I said, from $3 to $2. I'd rather see it come down to this right here, $1.70. And if it could even get down to like $1.50, then it's much more of a sexy buy to me. That'd be a 50% off the all-time highs if it gets to $1.50. Okay, the next coin on my list is Injective. This is a Cosmos ecosystem play. I've been waiting for months for this thing to come back down. You can see in December, it went turbo from $16 all the way up to $42 in 20 days. Disgusting numbers. And then you can see from there at $40, it stayed between $32 and $40, and it actually went up to 50, over 50 for a second here. It stayed between $30 and $40 for 4 months, and I've been waiting to buy in because I don't want to buy at $30 to $40. Well, guess what? It just dropped below $30 for the first time in the entire year. So this is the buying opportunity I've been waiting for, and now I will be buying Injective because I have very little Injective right now. I have it staked, and I have gotten some airdrops from it, but I do think Injective is going to be one that does really well over the next, several months. It's $2 billion market cap, so it's certainly not small by any means. I don't think this one has insane potential. I could see it's getting to $100, give or take, somewhere around there, a 4x. But I've been waiting to buy it at a lower price, and we finally got the lower price, so I'll be adding more to my small position here as well. The brother coin or the sister coin to Injective on Cosmos is Celestia. And this was an airdrop that happened in November, and this thing went absolutely ridiculously turbo right off the bat. November, it was at $2, it went up to $20-ish dollars, so it did a full 10x in about 4 months. And then since then, it's been slowly coming down. And now, obviously, the last 7 days, it's down 25%, down 20% today, and actually got down all the way down to $8.39. So it was down over 20% in the last 24 hours at one point. I had a lot of Celestia. I had about 15 grand at the peak. It's now worth half of that, give or take. and I've all of it staked. I think the biggest thing that I like about Celestia is it's got a really good staking yield right now. You can stake Celestia for 13%, give or take. It's really easy to use on the Kepler wallet, so I like doing that. We have gotten some airdrops like Dimension from staking Celestia, so I have been able to benefit from those kind of things. You can see the last month it's down 50% fully. So this is definitely, to me, an area I'm picking up more. I am definitely down on this. My worst performer here is Celestia, so I'm actually down. It's in the negative here, which is crazy considering all these positions are way up for the most part. But after today, I'm down on Celestia. I think I bought most of mine around $12. So definitely going to be adding more to my Celestia holdings here to lower my cost basis. I think this is another good coin on Cosmos. Cosmos hasn't done super well in terms of the actual ecosystem, but Celestia and Injective are two coins that are in that ecosystem that I think are going to continue to do well. They've done really well with some airdrops we've gotten from them so far. So this is another one I would check out if you want to dial a mid cap, right? This one's number 57 overall market cap, so it's considered a mid cap coin. Another mid cap coin that's right around that area is Say, and this is another layer 1 token. I got lucky and bought a bunch of this right around 23 cents, somewhere like that. End of December, yeah, over here somewhere. And shortly after I bought it, it just went turbo, went over $1 at one point, and now it's back down to 50 cents. So guess what? It's down also 50% from its all-time highs. And it's back to that area where it was trying to find some price ranges and figure out where it was gonna go here. So I think 50 cents is another good price to buy this at. I bought it at 25 cents. I'll buy it again at 50 cents. I don't think that's a problem at all. I don't know where this is gonna go. This one is a lightning fast L1. It has some NFTs. I actually bought some NFTs, some Saiyan NFTs on here. There was a point where everyone was talking about Say and how much better it was, and all these NFTs were launching on it and people were buying them like crazy. That period has ended as far as I know, but I could see that resurfacing in the bull market in the next couple months or earlier next year, and that could have this thing pump again. The question is, will this outperform other coins like Solana or Celestia or even Polygon? I'm not sure where it'll fall, but you can see I have $3,000 worth of Say, so not a huge holding, but I definitely have enough that I have some skin in the game here, and I think it's another one you should consider checking out and see what it's all about. The next coin I have here is an Oracle. It's called Pyth, and this is basically the chain link of Solana. It is an Oracle that does price determining for the Solana, or it's on Solana, and it does it for obviously all the Solana projects, and it could be a chain link type play. It's an Oracle play. Obviously down quite bad like the rest of these, 23% in the last 7 days. It has done pretty well since it launched. This one was an airdrop initially as well. 30 cents, it's now up to 60 cents, so it's 2x from where it started. I do think this is the first big pullback we've had on Pyth. It was up to $1.11 here, and I wanted to see it come back down to this range here, the 50 cents range. So if we get down to 50 cents, I will be buying more. I have a very small amount right now, and I have it all staked because I do think you're going to get airdrops from staking Pyth. Other projects were going to give you airdrops for their tokens just for having Pyth staked, so that's why I have it staked. It's just under $1 billion market cap, so it's getting to the smaller market cap range, and it's an area where if it just gets to, I don't know, 4 billion, 3-4 billion, which is, you know, mid cap range right now, that's a 3 to 4x from here. I think that's totally within reason, and this is one that you could consider looking at if you wanted to get a smaller cap coin into your portfolio. Okay, the last coin here is Node AI. This is a micro cap coin, 134 million, not billion, million with an M. This is an AI play that is brand spanking new. I talked about this in my private membership group, which, by the way, if you want to join, it's mattscrypto.com. I talk about all of the coins I'm buying and selling. As soon as I buy and sell them, I post alerts on there. So if you want access to all of that, if you want access to my airdrop spreadsheet guide, all the stuff we're doing there, you can talk to me every single day. I'm on there 24/7, basically. But I talked about this one. I posted about it many times. I'll even show you the screenshot right here. I bought this thing at like 90 cents. I bought it at $1.23. I bought it at $1.11. Basically, my average price is $1. So I've been buying this thing. It came out in late February, so it's very, very new. And I was buying it pretty much the week after it came out, all throughout here. I have a decent amount of this. You can see it here, it's right there, $4,000. Unfortunately, it was worth a lot more. It was up to almost $3. It went to like $2.80 last week. And obviously now everything is tanking, so this thing's down very much. You can see these smaller coins are gonna move a lot more than the bigger coins. So it's down 34% in the last 7 days, and it's down 25% today alone. But I think this one has so much room to grow. The AI narrative, if it goes where we think it's gonna go, this coin for me might be my biggest bet of the entire bull market. I love it because look at this symbol right here. It just looks like Nvidia. The ticker is GPU. For those two reasons alone, that's all I need to just drive the AI narrative home on this coin. I don't even know what it does exactly. I'm not even sure like what the team is. I have done very little research in all honesty, but the truth is I'm playing this one like a narrative, and I'm fully expecting that this thing could go to zero tomorrow and I would lose all the money I have in it. And that's the true reality of this situation here. But there's also an equally true reality where this thing does a 10, 20x, no problem. This thing to get to $2 billion market cap, it does almost a 20x from here. That seems very realistic to me. This coin being as good branding as it is, $2 billion market cap for this coin is not out of the question, and that's a 20x from right here. Add in the fact that if it got listed on Binance or Coinbase or Kraken, any major exchange listed this thing, and it's not just a DEX, low liquidity coin, this thing's gonna pump, and I'm not even gonna question it twice. It's at the point where it's at $100 million market cap, so it's not like it's so small where I'm freaking out that it's gonna, drop 30% every single day or it's gonna get rugged. I don't think that's on this level anymore. I think this is past that. I think it's at the point where it has enough legs. It's got a $100 million market cap. Most of the supply is already launched, so we're not gonna have these huge drops in dilution where there's more coins being released. This is a coin I really like. It's down again. Like I said, it was up to almost $3, and I was like, man, this thing's already running. You probably missed the boat a little bit. It's back down to $1.50. If this thing gets down to $1.30, it's barely off where I bought it, and I think I got a really good price on it. So we'll see how it goes. If it gets listed, like I said, that's catalysts. And if the AI narrative plays out, that's also a huge catalyst. So this is another one. I think this one, out of all the coins on this list, this has the highest risk and the highest reward. So if you're looking for that kind of thing, check out Node AI, ticker GPU. All right, that's it. Leave a thumbs up on the video. Leave a comment down below. Which coins have you bought or are you buying that I missed? Let me know. I want to research some more coins. So leave me your best picks down below for your altcoins you think will do the best. And we'll see you guys next time. Also, before you head out, watch this video. If you want to know about all the AI coins I've bought, and like I said, these things are cooking, watch this video.